Hope so. Good morning, afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm going to shut this curtain a little bit here. It's kind of glary. I was trying to sit in the sun for a second, but it was too glary behind me. So, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? No, don't leave sight. You're crazy. Okay, I got a couple things I want to share with you. I was hoping Sarah could come live with me. I'm gonna see what she's up. Oh, Seth is coming live first. Almost forgot. He just called me, so let me call him. I wanna. This internet. I'm switching internet. You're gonna lose me for a second. I'll be. Okay, I should be back, and now I'm going to share my screen. Hello, you beautiful people, you. Let me share my screen, and the phone should be ringing over here, but it's not. What's up, phone? There we are. Loading, still loading. Okay, and oh, hey, we're here. The gang's all here. What the heck do we care? What the heck do we care? Hey, what's up, hippie? Got your hair down today, huh? Uh-huh.
I do, I was.
Me too.
I do that a couple times a year.
You know, once in a while. Once in a while. How's it going? Got your phone mount?
Oh, it's good. It was kind of intense downtown, bumper to bumper. Started getting knee pain because, my gosh, stop, go. And
yeah.
But we're finally on home on 270. And first we were just me and the fancy Patriot gal who has a CB. And then we found another guy. And he's got a bunch of flags on the front of his truck. So we were the mighty three, and then we became the four, and then we grew into the serious six. And then we were the sacred seven.
Come on. Whoops. Good.
Now we're up to like 10, 11, 12. I can't even count how many people behind us. So we reassembled.
Good.
Yeah. So that feels good. And the guy up front has a great flag display. I was rapping with him. I said it's great. He asked how it looked. I said it's great engineering. Turns out he's an electrical engineer.
Good.
With a strong background in mechanical engineering. So I had to talk about my dad, my granddad. You know.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun.
There's a shot of Humboldt for you if you can see it.
I can see a little. It's just my little screen. It looks like is it your yard?
Yeah, that's a front. Yeah, that's my front deck. It's not a yard. It's a, you know.
I'll turn this camera around so people don't get freaked out by looking at me.
Yeah, let's see the road. There we go. Well, that's cool. You got a bluebird too.
On the road again.
Yeah, on the road again. We're just singing on the road again, making music with my friends. Yes.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sorry. Go ahead.
We changed up the route. I didn't even hit the meeting, but they changed the route today, and it was way more effective. It was harder driving because we were gridlocked, but what the guy told me in the pickup that they had been preparing for this for weeks, and another guy heard through the news, through the helicopter, that they weren't aware we were changing our route, so the police had to scramble and close all the exits. And even though we weren't planning to go into DC, it created total gridlock. And I gotta say, it's kind of funny how they did it to themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it was gridlock for a while, and we got separated from the group. I mean, I let people in. Some people just cut me off. There was horrible drivers, and eventually, like the trucks are way behind us. They let the cars go ahead like they did the other day.
Yeah.
And it works better that way. I wish we would like wait so the trucks could come up, because I mean, I don't know what they went through. I remember driving a truck in that kind of traffic, especially with stick shift. It's not fun at all. That's just hell. Actually.
Yeah.
Start stop in a manual truck. I mean, some of them are, automatic these days, but a lot of them are really old. I left the CB on.
That's cool.
I told the group, I said I was going to do a live feed with my Patriot friend in Northwest California. I said I got the flags in front of me. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see good today. The reception's better than it's been in the past.
Good.
Yeah.
This little phone holder is probably the best $20 I spent since I paid for a shower.
Dude, you know it. You stinky hippie.
Well, they have a shower unit at the fairgrounds, like one of these modern trailers. It's really good. But sometimes you go in there and the propane's not working.
Oh, yeah, that's no good.
At 6:30 this morning, everything was frozen solid. And I went in there and I turned on the water and nothing changed. And I'm like, So actually, Kim reminded me on the CB, because I asked people, and all of a sudden Kim comes on and goes, man, go to ACT, which is the truck stops. I buzzed on over there. And, I got to say that the truck stops that I went to 40 years ago, were pretty damn grimy compared to what it's all, nowadays it's all tile. I mean, it's so nice what they have for the truckers. A nice sink, big mirror, toilet, multiple towels.
Oh, yeah, they're styling.
Huh?
They're styling, yeah.
Oh, it's totally, I got to say, it's kind of spoiled brat almost. Like, what the heck? The truckers, not, foofy Manhattanites. I mean, they're really nice. I couldn't believe it. All tiled, floor, wall, ceiling, beautifully done. Bathrooms. So, but the shower trailer rocks. There's 6 showers per side. So, there's the women's and the men's, and it's a total modern built trailer, and it completely works fine. It's great. It's just the propane doesn't, I don't know what happens, but a lot of times the propane doesn't come on. And my buddy who goes by the handle Paul Revere, he's fixed it twice.
Oh, good.
I will say that maybe I shouldn't use her name, but a mutual friend of ours who's really good about laws of the land gave me a handout that we put on our dashboards about how if anybody proclaims our vehicles, they're entering into a contract to buy it. And so my buddy Paul Revere raced out this morning, made a bunch of copies, and they got handed out real quick last.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Linda. Thank you, Miss Linda. You rock. Our constitutional friend.
Really,
yeah.
I gotta say, my friends here, they all know you folks out there in Humboldt County. That I tell them, we make some good moonshine too. So
I don't make moonshine, but
no, not you.
Yeah.
But let me just say this. Well, I've heard they make good moonshine. Not that I've had any or know anybody that makes it.
Sounds like a rumor to me.
Say again?
Sounds like a rumor to me.
Yeah, it's a rumor.
Yeah, it's a rumor for sure. So anyway, I was looking at the website, Fuel the Beekeeper, and there's some good clips on there, but no donation link yet.
Yeah, well, you know how it is. All those buttons to push and stuff, it's a little difficult.
Do you have a Venmo or a Cash App yet?
Let me finish. I need to have a few minutes with my dear nephew to fix all that stuff up. He was ready to do with me yesterday, and I got preoccupied with something. But I will say, speaking of my nephew, he's down in Miami. I met the most wonderful Cuban-American truck driver from Miami. Such a sweet guy, and I've seen him around for quite a while. Huge huge smile. And it was nice to finally shake his hand and exchange names today and stuff. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fix that up soon. And, you know, it's kind of interesting how things work. You know, it's like a lot of things going on, a lot of different ideas. I do wish we were more kind of cohesive as a group just to discuss a lot of things. Maybe that will come, maybe that will work out. But I did shake Mike's hand this morning and tell him that, you know, I appreciate he's known Brian since high school. I said, I got high school buddies like that too. We might be a lot different, but we're still really tight. And that's, you know, where I grew up. I still got a lot of love and cohesion for my early years in life. And I really appreciate that, you know, and you know, how you make friends and you keep them no matter what divides you, you still have the love for each other and respect and appreciation. That's kind of near and dear, especially as you get older, you kind of realize those friendships are really, really important.
Yeah,
So,
they are.
I'm just driving on the highway. I will say this, that we passed a beautiful antique church today on the left. And I just had to mention it to the group, even though we're supposed to keep the channel open for highway conditions and everything. But it was beautiful copper, really steep.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I told the group, I said, you know, I'm going to DC before I leave this neck of the woods. I don't care. I'll take the train in, or I'll drive the NWO right down there and park the puppy and check it out, because I've been there all my life, going, you know, different times. And
interesting.
I mean, it's like, shoot, I'm not afraid of that place.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So the People's Convoy, sorry to interrupt you, but the People's Convoy, I saw a video, I sent it to you, and it said the Freedom Convoy meets the People's Convoy. And that was why I thought perhaps you were all going into DC, because they were always going to be going into DC. From what I knew, the Freedom Convoy was. They had it on their website and everything. And
well, I've been following before I even started from California, there was other convoys I joined up on Telegram my original thought was I was going to drop down in the South and come up from the deep South with one of those convoys, just because I love the South so much.
Okay.
And, the 200 vehicles showed up last week that were part of the Freedom Convoy. And from what I heard is they had a little break off because some of the group didn't want to drive on the Beltway. And so they kind of broke off. And but I did hear today from part of the speech that I did catch in the end was that Brian was mentioning that one of the guys from the Freedom Convoy has joined forces, which is good to have another, you know, strategist for what we're doing involved. And you know, that's always good. You know what I mean? Like I want the people to coalesce, and I think that's one of the reasons I like the People's Convoy so much. There's various walks of life here. There's, you know, there's long-haired hippies, there's young anarchists, there's loggers, there's, you know, the whole 9 yards.
What was that Black Panther lady? Was she all about the Freedom Convoy? Or what was her deal?
She was here before the Freedom Convoy. She came on her own, and when I met her, she was actually on a radio interview, which I didn't realize, and I felt a little embarrassed because I walked right up to her daughter, and I said, "Is this your mom?" She goes, "Yes." I said, "I recognize the beret. Is she original Black Panther?" And she said, "Yes." And so I walked right up and introduced myself and told her about my grandma and the whole bit, and she was still on radio interview. And so I think she liked it because she repeated everything I said to her to the radio interview, which was kind of cool.
Oh, yes.
They're from New Jersey, and I forgot their names. I wish I had written it down. Darn it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
A lot. That happens a lot, actually. You meet people, and I would have loved to stay in touch with her. She really laughed when my friend Heather from Los Angeles area, who's a friend of Kim and Mickey's, also a naturopathic doctor, very sweet gal. I've been in touch with her. She's the one that said weeks ago who would have thought the rednecks would start the revolution, and so I shared that with the Black Panther woman, and she laughed and she reiterated to the radio again. And here I am talking to her like I didn't realize she was live. But some of the best stuff is spontaneous. So
it's raw, baby, raw. We all want the raw.
Earlier I tried to call you because I have this little holder thing, and I actually had some great scenes like dips in the highway and hills where you could see all the flags, but I think you were busy sleeping.
Yeah, I was busy sleeping.
Yesterday I crashed out and I missed the whole state senator and all that stuff.
Hi, Cindy.
I was tired. I just thought, okay, I'm just gonna lay down for a little bit. And I woke up and I'm like, what the heck? I see a bunch of fire trucks and an ambulance, and there was a car wreck. Oh, I gotta get in the middle lane here.
Okay.
There was a car wreck up at the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you saw it on Oreo Express, but the paid security, they're not letting me over. You got to force yourself sometimes. It's like, hey, look,
sometimes. Sometimes.
Most people can more out their car than I do my van, so get out of the way, It's like, you got to let the aggression out sometimes with this traffic and force yourself in, put your foot in the door kind of thing. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like that here.
That's right.
I'm really polite, though. I let a lot of people in. I always let truckers in when they're with a big truck and they want to come over.
Of course you do.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to be in a traffic with a load and no place to go and no one's caring about you. That ain't no good.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
We do get a lot of toots from people and truckers, and it's interesting, It's
a lot of what? Beeps? A lot of beeps?
Yeah, honks. Yeah, people.
Nice.
Different people. I mean, some people flip us off.
Sure.
Today, a man did, and right behind him, this woman rolls her window down and it's like pointing to me, thank you, giving me the praise symbol, like praying, like thank you, like really. So she really made up for the schmo with the finger. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we're used to that. We're used to that in Humboldt County, but we.
Like, oh, hi, thank you for noticing me. At least you're engaging.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy on the CB today. Wouldn't shut up, telling us, "Oh, we're all wasted time. We're all welfare recipients, and why don't you go get a job? And what do you expect to do by just driving around and all this?" And it's like I said, yeah, thanks for your opinion. I praise the First Amendment. Now shut up, idiot.
Yeah, bugger off.
For a while, Deanna, I was.
Yeah, I can take so much, but yeah.
Anyway, can you see? I don't know.
Yeah, we can see real good. It looks good. We feel like we're driving with you. Front seat shotgun like Agnes. She's been shotgunning with a couple different drivers, it looks like.
Oh, I bet she has.
Her video that night she went out and you met her has 11,000 views on it.
Wow.
Yeah, and I made sure to be commenting with Stand Up Humboldt's channel.
Well, just so you know, Art did get to meet her.
Good.
I forget when and how, but he did, and so I'm glad that's accomplished. And
yeah,
they're really fun guys. I gotta say, they have a few beers and then they start going, and then the English gets kicked to the wayside, and it's all Polish.
Oh man, you know what? Yes, I know that one because my best friend in grammar school, Bożena Zadora. Okay, she was my best friend all through grammar school. Well, when we got into high school, her cousin was a junior. And so when it got to be in lunchtime and stuff and we'd hang out, they didn't even bother trying to talk to me in English at all. It was like, which, and it was so hurtful because I didn't know a damn word they were saying. So eventually I had to just that's how, that went. She hung out with her junior cousin because she was cooler. You got to admit, a junior is cooler than a freshman.
Thing. It was,
Yeah.
you know, love languages and, you know, the whole cultural fabric of who we are in this country. And so I'm sure Chicago is very similar to the East Coast. You know, it's a lot of people, a lot of different ethnic.
Oh, you know it. You know it is.
And all of it. And so, the Polish people, they're fun.
Oh my gosh.
They drink a little bit more than I would prefer.
Vodka. Vodka.
I mean, I don't know how they drink, and then if I drank the way they do, I wouldn't be getting in a vehicle the next day. I couldn't handle it. I'm too like, no way. Like, they have a lot of more practice.
Hey, we can't see your face because of the.
Turn around. I just wanted to.
Yeah, we can't see your face. It's too glary. The sun. Yeah, it's too glary. But yeah, sorry. I see your hair, and you look like a ghost.
I did shave today, though.
Couldn't tell.
It took me a while too. It was a dull razor, and now when I go back to the supplies, I'm going to look for a sharp razor because that was no fun. But here we are in the East Coast, deciduous forest. There's sumac. That's a great bee plant from the summer, flowering sumac.
Okay.
Used to produce honey. Those sycamore trees over there. Love the sycamores. I really have to say it's really fun being here.
Yeah.
And seeing woods and smelling the wood burning.
Good.
It's different woods than what we're. And I was talking to Kim about it. Like, people back here have never heard of madrone or tan oak.
Right.
It's interesting, you know. And,
yeah.
You know. So. Really have met wonderful people from all over the country. And I want to tell you about the Telegram group. Okay, I joined the People's Convoy Telegram. Okay. And I wasn't even on there in a day, and I got banned.
Oh my gosh! What?
Yeah, I know, and I didn't even open up my potty mouth and say anything about anybody or anything. I didn't even comment.
They're like, this old hippie. He's not really one of us. He's an imposter.
I mean. Usually I'm pretty positive with comments, you know, and like one comment on the World Truckers site or something, they were saying, this one, you know, very pretty woman was saying, the truckers should go to DC, drive them downtown, take their wheels off, and just let their trucks sit. And so the most creative way I could respond was, I wonder what kind of truck she drives. Like, if she's willing to risk everybody else's truck, I'm wondering does she drive a Peterbilt or a Kenworth or what? You know?
Exactly.
Like, it just kind of, I mean, I try to be creative and not, like, you know, kind of put it back on her. And, but like, yeah. And so anyway, I asked the group this morning, the people at the information booth, and they say the Telegram group is like crazy. Like, it's just, I think they don't really have a handle on it. Like, there's people getting in there, and I've heard other people were kicked off. So that was kind of disappointing. But the other thing I wanted to bring up, which was a kind of a little strange, was, you know, the Oreo. I call them Oreo espresso because they film and then they race ahead.
Right.
In a little car.
Yep.
And then they present themselves again. And I always beat for them, and I like both those guys. And they were up filming this car wreck yesterday, and the paid security team, which quite a few of us have issues with, okay? They came up and tried to stop it from filming. And you can watch it. I mean, it's on Oreo's site. And both of them were like, what are you talking about, man? This is like the First Amendment. We're press. We've been with this convoy. And they really stood their ground. And so I was on the CB today when they passed me, and I said, hey, man, really thank you for covering that car wreck, and thanks for standing your ground. And they brought up the Constitution. I said, yeah, the First Amendment's near and dear. I want to talk to you more about this.
Good.
And I let them know about what happened to my grandparents and stuff years ago, and that I was really I was very touched by their firm stance of like, you know, no, this is what we do. Are you me? It was, you know, and the security ended up backing off, but really, I got to say, what idiots.
Well,
here
you
we are,
know,
we're
yeah.
against censorship. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
censorship is a big one. And here this guy who's paid very well by the People's Convoy is censoring someone's right to film. I mean, it's just retarded. I mean, so I have a lot of respect for those guys. You know what I mean? I already liked them and stuff, but after I saw them stand firm and, you know, articulate the law so well, I was like, wow, good job. That's what I want. I want it all out there. I don't want anything hidden.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Hey, my friend has a comment. She says she heard, this is my friend Cindy. She's with us while we're driving. And yeah, she says she heard the reason DC police are blocking the ramps is to prevent access of trucks. If the truckers were allowed to enter downtown, the entire world would see DC is a boarded up and shut down.
Yeah.
It's pretty empty.
Oh, cool. And he caught up with me. Say again?
It's pretty empty in DC. I've been watching it for months. There's a lot of changes that have happened there for sure that I've noticed.
Well, the guy in the pickup was saying that they've been like planning for this for months.
For
like,
sure.
For weeks.
Yes, they have.
And so like they immediately shut the exits down. And I even saw a man who was from the neighborhood. He had gotten a ride back from the airport, obviously. He was unloading his luggage at the exit. The police wouldn't let his friend or whatever drive him down the exit. So he was unloading his 2 suitcases and walking down the exit ramp.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
You know, and I saw the tail end of that Oreo Express interview in the street with the accident. It looked like a green or blue car, 4-door car. And I saw him talk to somebody, another person who wasn't standing up as tough, or he showed them their international press pass, which I've actually researched into, and will be getting some kind of, even though it's bull crap and you shouldn't have to. The world we're in right now it's like, you know, you got to show your credentials, but the reality is you shouldn't have to. But if you invest 80 to 100, no, but listen, if you invest 80 to $100, you actually do get some further access. You know what I mean? Because you got the rights. You have the rights. Basically, you're paying for your own rights to have on you, to empower you to do the thing that you get to do.
Absolutely. Hey, we're coming up on one of my favorite bridges. There's no people, but I think I'm going to send you this photo. It's a peace sign they made out of like glitter, a flag, and then a heart. And I don't know if the listeners see this.
Such a hippie. I told you he was a hippie.
Bit. That's right, I'm a hippie. Part of the originals.
Yeah, I'm a wannabe yuppie.
There it is. I hope you can see it.
Yeah. I can kind of see it. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love it. I saw it. Did you see it, Cindy? I saw it. It was very cool.
Just got a thumbs up. Just got a thumbs up from a Jeep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Very cool.
I think they like the NWO.
They do. They definitely love that.
I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm special, but I've noticed that in the line of traffic when there's flags and everything, they I like, you know.
Well, you've been
feel special.
Well, you've been with them from the beginning. They've seen that van around for 3 weeks, dude. 3 weeks.
Well, I mean, I'm talking when we're driving as a group.
Yeah.
The traffic that's growing along with us. Sometimes I get singled out to wave to and thumbs up. So, I mean, sometimes they beep and give thumbs up to everybody.
Yeah.
But I've also been singled out. Like you know.
You're special. Driving will never be the same.
I think they really get it that there's this structure is big and elaborate and it's worldly and it sucks and it's nasty doo-doo.
Yep.
And they're lying to pigs, and they buy politicians, they own judges, they own universities, they own nonprofits, they own foundations. It goes on and on. It's absolutely awful. And I was talking to some guys last night, and it's funny. I'm just eating my dinner, and I heard this guy talking about all this stuff, and I shook his hand afterwards because I was so pleased at his knowledge. And we talked about it, like how it really comes down to it. And I know you know this, Deanna. It's the people that can be bought.
Yep.
And the people who can't be bought.
Yep.
And the people that can't be bought are here. Some of them.
That's right.
I know you'll come, but I know you're amazingly supportive. You've been so helpful and supportive of me. I've told a lot of my friends here about you. Deanna, the darling dispatcher.
Giving me big head. Big head.
You explained to me, though, I tell them that you explained to me a lot of facts about
where he is.
About plans or how it looks from the air.
Yeah.
The drone footage. And it's funny for you to call me up and say, oh, it looks so good by drone, and I can see the drone flying, but I can't see the footage.
Yes.
Not without searching for it.
Hi, David N. Hi, honey.
But yeah, thank all your listeners for checking in. And,
of course.
It makes me feel good to have other people connected. And
sure.
It's really been neat to be connected with all these different people all over, and to be able to share, what my experience.
Cindy, stop it. Everyone's trying to give me big head this morning. Good friends. I have good supportive friends. I love my friends. They're very supportive.
Good.
Yeah, they're very supportive. Jen, my friend, got on last night, and she wanted to share. There was a train outside her house that was stuck there all day. It was just the engineer cab, and she took a nap and she woke up and it was still there. And so she called the police, and they came, and it turned out the engineer had died in the cab.
Holy hell.
Yeah, and she wanted to share before she knew it had. We were streaming live when she found out, or
oh my God.
Yeah, because she called me and she said, or she got on my show and said, "Can I stream this engine train?" But we couldn't really see it because it was dark, and it was really sad. K Nation, honey, I love ya. And it was really sad, but she was so happy to just not happy he died, obviously, but it made her feel good to be able to connect with me and share something that was going on with her that I would be interested in authentically. It does mean a lot. I get that. And so, and everyone wants to yeah, go ahead.
The engineer definitely died with his boots on in his line of duty. How commendable is that?
Right on. Yeah. And I've been praying for his family, sad. But yeah, thankfully no one else was hurt. That's the other thing, that could have happened too. So, but yeah, my friend is one of those, you've probably seen Jen and talked to Jen. She's been on with us, but I know everything's a whirlwind for you, but she's a phenomenal researcher and she helps me too.
Yeah, we talked together when I was at the Walmart parking lot.
That's right. Jen. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. And she went out to watch the one convoy go by. You weren't in that one, but she's a diehard. Cool. She's a diehard, and she's in it so much. She's really in the fight. So I love my friend Jen. She's a good researcher. And all these people in here, Cindy K and David N. We got a few friends in here, and everybody is trying to help each other. Seth, we really are. We share important information with each other that we know we would find interesting or useful. For me, most of it is useful to be interesting, but some of it doesn't have to be entirely useful. It can be just fun, but I'm glad it looks warm for you today. Oh, good. It looks warm for you today too.
Say again?
It looks warmer today, is it?
Oh my gosh, I've been in a t-shirt all day.
Oh, good. Good.
And I think that the snow melted at the site.
Yeah, yeah.
Last night though, in my little country spot on the four-wheel drive road up to the firework location where pretty much no one goes, and I'm blocked by the bright lights and no one runs a generator trucks. Those people music and drinking and laughing, and I woke up about 1 a.m. and I was kind of fuming, to tell you the truth. I was like, who the hell are these people? Like, you know, I mean, we do have a mission, and driving, you know, is intense. It's, you know, bumper to bumper. You got to stay on your wits when you do this convoy stuff. You know?
Right.
I mean, really, we're bumper to bumper a lot of times, and traffic, you know, bumper to bumper with our own convoy, and then bumper to bumper with the other traffic.
Right.
I gotta get over here.
Were they new people at your site, or what was the deal with them?
I don't know. But I honestly, I was getting ready. I was thinking about all kinds of things and getting up and committing Harry Carey on.
Come on now. Come on.
And then, well, the thing is when I went to sleep and I was totally asleep, but then I was woken, you know, and I had earplugs on and everything. And I thought, at first I thought I was like hallucinating the laughter and the music. And I pulled out my earplugs and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And I think it was the night before, because everybody was so cold and went to sleep early.
Yeah.
That it had warmed up a little bit, but the snow was still there.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. We got so much firewood delivered.
Yeah.
That people had plenty of firewood, and
that's wonderful.
But you know, I don't start my van until after 6 o'clock in the morning, just because I don't want to wake other people up. And here, these people are staying up at 2.
Yeah, that's rude.
I don't know. I just kind of wonder if they went on the convoy or just hanging out. I mean, the party, whatever. It's like, it's good to have people having a presence. But I mentioned it this morning, and other people knew of this party because they were in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I might sleep down where Kim is near the Diesels tonight. But I mean, that's a pretty rumbling area also.
Well, so yeah.
They roped off some spots, which we had. They don't want people camping there.
Yeah, you should put a sign up that says quiet zone around your camp area. Quiet zone.
Where is there any level area for a van where it's quiet, where people like to go to sleep at night and wake up early?
There you go.
You know? And,
yeah.
I mean, I think it's cool. People get together. The truckers, they have a great fire spot.
Sure.
You know, such a great. But they're all in bed by like 10 is kind of late for them. I mean,
right.
Over there at 10 o'clock, there's like 3 people left.
yeah. There's sawn logs.
There's a cutoff time. You know,
right.
So.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but yeah, it looks really, I think maybe a lot of the snow melted off today, which is good. It's supposed to be like 60s this week.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, spring is coming. It's the 14th. Happy Pie Day.
Mm-mm.
Happy Pie Day.
Yes, happy.
You guys still getting fed well?
Last night was my best meal of the I've had a lot of good meals, but last night was the best.
What was it?
Oh, let's see. Baked potato.
Yum.
Beautiful salad. I've been craving.
Yes.
Live.
Yeah.
And then
produce.
Let's see. Bread, baked apples.
Ooh, what?
And I helped in the kitchen they came and said they needed some help to help with the clean out. This woman from Central Coast, California. She looked just like Catherine Hepburn. I'm not kidding. You know what I mean? Like this.
Wow.
I asked her, she said, "Oh, for him, real good car." She goes, "I'm from Humboldt." And so, anyway.
Where's she from? Where's she from?
Jake Hunt, freight, the UO fan. Maybe he beeps every fifth off. He beeped it. So she goes, okay. She gave me a project to reassemble all this as plates and bowls and all this stuff. And
yeah.
She said, okay, this is the test in neuroscience.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I might look like a total hippie freak, but I was raised like by a German, so when it comes to like order, look out.
Little OCD. So, yeah.
She was really happy.
Good.
I totally took her. I'm like, okay, I organized it all. And,
right on, man.
Say the effort of the Speedway it reminds me a lot of things I experienced when I was young. You know, working with Pete Seeger and the Hudson River cleanup and all kinds of things like that, where people were really dedicated to the cause and there wasn't like really that much of a pecking order. I mean, obviously there's a pecking order here. They decide amongst themselves and then kind of bark out the orders for the day. And
it's people for you though, and it's human nature what it needs, because humans they we can lead or follow. So like I get that, but yeah.
Well, a lot of the people that I've talked with really like my lingo about how mentality. And what we need to do is what we're doing. We're coalescing, we're cooperating, receiving. Like, I'll tell you one thing. There's a firefighter woman that went back to the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. And she started texting me saying that she's really different after this experience. And it's hard for her to re-assimilate into the society that she comes from because of this experience. And she said, if it's still going in a couple of weeks, I'm getting on an airplane and coming back there. And it was really interesting. And she's texting me, and I asked her, I said, well, why don't you just call me? Because we had this whole conversation going on by text. And she said, I would, but I'm on duty. And I'll be distracted if I call you. And I'm actually on duty now, so I can't. But she really wanted to reach out. And, like she knew about Ted Cruz and all this stuff. And when they left, it was kind of a lull, thinking, okay, well, maybe it's going to fizzle. And literally, like the next day or something, Ted Cruz shows up, makes a great impassioned speech, rides with the front truck, and then gets a ride all the way downtown D.C. He rode with us for a while, but got a ride back to like the Capitol, and I think Mike's truck. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I'll be looking forward to see if that was a live feed. I'd like to, when I get home, I want to look that up and see it.
I watched some of it. Yeah, it was cool. That's a cool bridge. Ooh, that's a pretty bridge. I like that bridge. Wow.
It was a big old loud diesel going by, so I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, that beautiful bridge. That was such a beautiful bridge.
Yeah, that's all Civil War country. These are famous battle areas.
Wow.
Actually, we just past the historic wayside where you could look over. I mean, the Battle of NTM was right near here. And, really, really heavy duty battle. And I think I might have mentioned to you when I got the tour of the Historical Society, the docent who was nice enough to give me a personal tour, even though it was closed.
Yes.
The COVID baloney.
Right.
He asked me from. I said I grew up in Cold Spring, New York, the original foundry. It was the first foundry in the country. Was the Cold Spring Foundry. and they
Wow.
built all the Civil War armaments and all of this. And when I
Wow.
was a kid, 60s, people were going across the river with metal detectors and still finding like cannonballs and all this stuff, right?
Oh, I'll bet.
In the 80s, check this out. In the 80s, there was a big forest fire across the river.
Yeah.
They couldn't go in and fight it because the cannonballs and stuff were exploding.
Oh my
Left over from,
God.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
They just let it burn because there were so many cannonballs that had an explosion in the Civil War exploding.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I actually wish I had gone over there when I was a kid and looked because people were finding stuff. And
oh yeah, I'll bet.
you know, anyhow. So yeah, we're in that country, and the guy who gave me the tour, it was a trip because he knew right where the Cold Spring Foundry was because he grew up in Cornwall, and I used to paddle my canoe over to Cornwall. Across the Hudson River. It's just north of what they call the Hudson Highlands, and West Point was kind of catty-corner to Cold Spring, and then right up the river was Cornwall. It's a beautiful little town, river town, you know, and so he was really amazed that I was from Cold Spring, and I was that he was from Cornwall. So I have to say I couldn't believe he let me hold the musket. If I was,
oh yeah, I wonder if I got that. Yeah.
I thought it was really kind of special, and he remembers the exhibit my dad had worked on and everything, and so it was really kind of neat to share that love of history and knowledge of the Americana facts and all that sort of stuff. You know, it made my trip here different. You know, and I talked to Kim because he said his wife might come, but he says, I'm not really that interested in history, and I was a little surprised, I know there's a lot of hate here. I definitely want to take another drive, look at the architecture. There's amazing churches, beautiful stained glass work. It's really quite the beautiful brick, rounded windows, just architecture we're not used to seeing in the West.
Trying to show that picture of you holding the musket.
Well, right now you can see these beautiful old farmsteads, and many of them are older than the West Coast states. And
right.
It's rolling hills.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Still active farms. Some of them I beep when I go by the freeway, even if they're not out there standing. I beep anyway. It's like I beep for farms.
Right on. I know you do.
Another trucker giving us beep as we park. We drive over a gulch that says Harmony Road. We get a beep.
Nice. I'm showing off pictures of that building you went in and that muskrat and the staircase thing.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Amazing. Amazing. So this was the
1825.
Oh, so this was the Washington County Historical Society. That's where you were.
Yeah.
And you went outside it, and it was closed, but somebody spoke to you on the intercom and told you to come on in. Is that what happened?
Door, and I asked her. She says, "No, we're open. We haven't been open since COVID." I looked through the door and I said, "Oh, really beautiful in there."
Yeah.
And I mentioned this in the Arts and Industries display, which my dad worked on during the bicentennial. And she said, well, and I also mentioned that he was on the board of directors of Museum of Wireless and Steam in Rhode Island. And
amazing.
So she said, well, why don't you come in for a minute? And she got a guy, and he gave me a personal tour. It was really cool.
That's amazing, Seth. That's so cool, man. Really cool.
I have to say, I'm not used to that from the East Coast crowd. Okay?
Yeah, they're pretty rude a lot of times.
I don't mean to be judgmental, but they're sometimes a little stuffy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was kind of cool too. That we grew up right across the river from each other, and all that jazz. So,
did you see that picture Did you see that picture that I got of you from that one live streamer?
Yeah, that was a trip.
Yeah,
that was the
that's
trip. And
that.
I gotta add the words to the top of the van, you know, for the drones and whatnot. I gotta rewrite that because the words on the van washed off on the roof, and it was a big heart, and it said "love, comma we the people" in quotation.
Yeah.
So that was for the bridge people, and there's still bridge people out, like the Chinese Americans. They're like, you should see how many they got more flags out there than people, but they're always really animated, jumping up and
Nice.
down, waving.
Beautiful. I love that.
One time with their own moves, and another time they came into the commercial kitchen that's at the Speedway and made the food up right there and then, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the support is pretty much amazing, and I was really surprised by how much firewood showed up.
That's great.
Just really touching, and
It's awesome.
yeah, I want to keep going. You know, it's like we really need to work together. Our personal differences or whatever. It's silly. That's all part of social engineering to keep us fighting, and we never look upstairs. And it really is time to look upstairs. I have met some phenomenal people here that are incredibly well-researched, well-read individuals from all that know we are being screwed over by very, very long time, and they want to dismantle. You know, it's just interesting to be around people like this. I wish we had. I want a space where like some people don't really know how the central banks came together and who funds what and how foundations fund universities and textbook companies, and it really is. It's so entwined. It's disgusting.
Well, we'll just show them. We'll just show them the video of Barracuda Barbie, and they'll get educated in 4 minutes. Huh? No problem. It's
I have to say that's a good. See that. Hey, that Mr. Walmart trucker.
Oh, Walmart. Malwart.
And thumbs up.
Good.
Oh yeah. Window down, beep, wave, thumbs up. Yeah, brother. Mr. Walmart. Gotta love him.
Agenda of the Marxist Democrat. Yep. You're right, Cindy.
The dancing Barbie babe, okay?
Yes.
She was like the phys ed teacher Barbie, you know? And,
yes.
That's the kind of thing where it affects people emotionally and allows them to learn something different and accept information which otherwise is challenging to people and messes with their well-being. And I was talking with this cat last night at dinner about how, I mean, I know this sounds strange probably to your listeners, but there's more than a few people in mental institutions that are very aware the world, and they have a hard time coping with the reality of this. And when you make someone question what they think they know, it actually affects their emotional well-being and their standing of where they are in the world and what they think. And so dancing Barbie with her fun antics is like a perfect way to kind of almost trick people into thinking why they're laughing. And I mean, I've known it through activism. If you get them to laugh, it goes in. And so,
well, that information she was sharing, imagine her just reading it, sitting on a couch versus what she does.
Oh yeah, I gotta say, I whoever she is, I'm waiting for Act 2.
Right. Oh, she's got several videos, Seth. She's been doing that for 2 years.
We got one person on the bridge.
Oh, God bless him. Yeah, she's been doing that messaging for 2 years. She has lots of videos. That's not her only one.
Well, see, everything I miss, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Keep up.
I got to catch up with the Joneses and see who's who. But yeah, it's funny, and it's also fun to watch. It's very athletic, also.
Oh, my friend Cindy has a great idea. She says Barracuda Barbie versus the Karens.
Yes, definitely. I mean, censorship sucks. Cancel culture sucks.
Yeah.
Really,
And they would.
I don't know. I've told more than one person about how grandparents who I knew very well and loved very dearly, and they are very special people to a lot of people, not just myself, had threats from the Klan, but they never tried to shut anybody up.
Right.
Even though death threats from a certain group, they would never take away someone's freedom of speech. Retarded. The hell they think they're living. This is a whacked out time we're all in. And the only way someone's words could hurt me is if they're yelling them so loud that it hurts my ears. And I have to say, speaking of ear damage, boy, I thought I was deaf before this event. With all the trucks, oh my God. Some of these horns are like loud as freight trains. I've actually stuck my fingers in my ears a couple times going, whoa, baby, this is like it hurts.
Totally. Oh my gosh, totally.
I might need some time in the forest just to regroup. I'll come home after this loud. I have to say that the flag people are catching up. Now that we're on the home stretch, they're all coming out of nowhere. We're reassembling again. When
you said you were on the speedway, I actually thought you were pulling into the parking lot.
No, we're not out on the speedway. That's closed. It's called the Haggers. It's not Haggers. It's Haggers, the German Hagerstown Speedway, and it's famous. Actually, it goes way back, and we're in that, and it is. I found out they are paying for it pretty handsomely. So it wasn't a gift of the owner. We're paying, rent to live there. And it has been mentioned, I don't know, you probably know this, that we might eventually move.
No.
I've heard possibly Virginia.
No. Okay. Yeah, you mentioned that.
But I'll tell you, some truckers have gone off, done loads, come back. Some are planning on going and doing loads, coming back.
Okay.
The one guy you met, Jim, remember the guy Jim from Minnesota or Michigan? Wonderful Christian guy. He went and did a couple loads while he was here. And I sure hope I see him again. I hope he can come back. He actually brought his wife came. I think she drove in a vehicle. And Kim's wife might come to visit. And, it was funny because I started talking about all the history and the museums in D.C. And he was like, nah, she loves to socialize. She'll just hang out with at the fire and socialize with people.
Well, maybe they'll make their way in there. I sure would love to go see some of that, but it isn't everybody's thing. That's for sure,
Well, I just need to say this.
Yeah.
If people make it this far.
I know, man.
And they're this close to D.C.
Yeah.
There's phenomenal museums there, and you can learn stuff in museums.
I would love to.
Don't know. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I learned a lot from my dad and my parents by dragging me along. Like I every year I went to the Amish country for a steam engine meet. It's world famous, and learned a lot about steam technology. And at the time it was like, whatever. Now I cherish it.
Yep.
Really.
Yep. Oh, at the time when they drug us on the school buses, like it was cool. We had field trip day, but at my school, we went down to the
I couldn't hear you.
My school, I'm trying. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I am, but I'm out in farmland.
Okay. I was just saying we had
like I'm out in the sumac forest.
Yeah. Yeah, we had our field trips.
I love seeing.
I loved going.
Go for it.
Yeah. I like the museum a little bit. It wasn't my favorite thing, but certainly now as an adult, I appreciate them a lot more, you know?
Well, I'll tell you, I never experienced a museum quite like the Exploratorium. When I came to San Francisco when I was 18, I went over to the Exploratorium and I couldn't believe how fun it was because they promoted you. It was an interactive museum, of course, and you could touch everything and play with
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
And I'll never forget being 18 years old and having to wait in line, and there was all these kids playing with the stuff, and I thought, damn it, I'm kind of too old to be a kid. And you know, I can't push in, but damn, I want to play with this stuff. You know, you know, the original museum comes from bemused. So it's, to me, I judge a museum by if I feel totally different coming out the exit door as when I went in, then it's done its work. So yeah, but some of these farms, I gotta say, they're still active farms. There's silos, rolled hay. It's even though we're close to DC, it's amazing how there's still functioning active farms out here. These aren't just gentlemen farmers; these are the real deal out here. So, when I was in my 20s, I might have mentioned this already, but I worked on a job with my dad for the state of New York. It was a historical project. We actually went into Town, Maryland, and removed by hand, no power tools, 4 stories of a grist mill, including the hydro turbine that ran the whole thing.
Wow,
and
no.
trucked it to Long Island, and they reassembled it. My dad didn't get the job to reassemble it. I think he bid too high or whatever, but he had the job of meticulously labeling and documenting every piece. And he was kind of known for being very attentive and methodical. He worked for other museums doing that too, like labeling and documenting it, like so it could be reassembled.
Wow.
And so I kind of would love to go to Tony's town to see if I could find the farmer.
Right.
You know, I mean, it was a long time ago. It was like mid 80s. I want to say maybe 85 when we did it. It was a long time ago. But
oh, wow, dude.
it'd be great to see him, you know.
Yeah.
Like, spent a couple of weeks at his place, and we removed the whole grist mill by hand.
I've seen, yeah, they're amazing. I've seen a big mill like that in Illinois. We went on a field trip once, and
Yes.
I've seen them in action where the water makes it move. Some of them, you know, amazing stuff. Amazing. Very cool.
It really is to see that type of where there was like kinetic energy and combustion engines and all of this, you know, just
yeah, totally.
seeing water powered and seeing everything like mechanical and to get the job.
I notice his picture is grittier and grittier, and so I keep there he is. Okay, almost lost him.
We're on West 70, and we're getting there soon.
I still see snow.
I didn't lose you. I can't believe I didn't lose you.
I know. I still see snow here and there.
I apologize to you and all your listeners for my
Liberty Cowgirl.
Yeah, there's still some snow. Yeah, I have a feeling when we get there, there's still going to be snow. It's like we creep up into the hills. There's another beautiful old barn over there. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I love old barns. When I drove across country last time, I got a whole
farms
I got a whole album full of barns pictures. I love the barns. The barns are awesome.
You know, in those barns, usually really neat, like old trucks and stuff.
Oh, cool stuff and people.
It's like a treasure trove of collectibles. Like back here, you want some antiques, they got them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
So, anyway.
Very cool.
Yeah, check it out. I don't know if you can see this sign. It says right here, National Bags, Anti-M Battlefield.
Oh, yeah, right on, dude.
That's where.
Oh, very cool.
Died there. And,
bye, Kay. Did Kay say she's leaving? I didn't see that. Whoopi is Karen Johnson. Really? Oh, you got to run. Okay, Cindy. Love you, honey. Thanks for coming by. I can't do any. I have no controls of this channel. And Kay, thank you for being here. You're my only mod. I've talked to Justin. I'm actually streaming on Justin's channel, Seth, because YouTube took my channels down last week. 2 of them. 2 channels.
Well, shoot, say hello to Justin, another truth warrior. He's been out there since the early days.
Yeah. I am. I'm doing some work with him.
Make your praise to that boy.
Right on, man. Yeah, he's a fighter like you. We all are the strident individual. Us 3. Boy, that road looks crappy.
And what's his dog's name?
Miss Precious.
Oh, yes. And a special mention to Miss Precious.
Yes, Miss Precious. He doesn't watch me. There's some people who are just not into YouTube, so but it's cool. You gonna get served lunch when you go back, you think? Will they have lunch for you guys?
Dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what time it is, but it's late in the afternoon.
Well,
I mean, they have all kinds, but it's like set up. There's all kinds of like granola bars and chips and sweets, and like I'm trying to stay away from all that stuff. I mean, you can really overdo it.
A lot of processed food, it sounds like, yeah.
But when I'm on the road, bars, I bring stuff like that to munch on. There's little fruit bowls you can take.
Nice.
I have oranges. There's fruit.
Good.
Last night dinner was just, I felt like I was, back home in California, honestly. Like good food.
Good.
So.
Good.
Yeah, there's one gal that works in the kitchen. She's so sweet. She's like, she knows me like the guy that doesn't eat much meat, because I don't tell them I'm a vegetarian. I gotta tell you, Deanna, you say that too loud in this crowd, you might get your ass kicked or something.
I know. If they knew I ate.
Boys, let me hit them.
I know if they knew I ate like a vegan, but I'm not a vegan. I eat seafood, like crazy. But if they knew I didn't eat beef.
Chili the other night that wasn't meat, chili.
Yeah.
And these 2 guys was like, well, it's not chili if it doesn't have meat in it.
Right.
Like, oh, yay, a big bowl.
Yeah. Right on.
But I'm just happy to have food and be fed, and it's a lot of support. And
yeah, you're good.
Paul Revere, the guy from Nevada, he'll come visit us. He's a great guy. He's a veteran and very intelligent. And he went and got the copies this morning, and everything. And he's the one that fixes the showers.
Okay.
He's like,
we love that guy. We love that guy.
Oh yeah.
We love warm water in the shower. We want warm water in the shower, please.
Say again?
We want warm water in the shower, please. Yes, please.
Well, yeah, the water comes in fine. The water's no problem, but it's the heat. Like there's.
Oh.
I don't know if the cold switches it off or someone actually manually switches it off.
Wow, look at that. That cell tower is a monstrosity on your left there.
Oh yeah, let's just ignore those.
Oh yuck!
Honestly, coming across it was like I've seen a lot of changes since I first hit the road when I was young.
Oh, you're getting off.
I gotta say it's amazing to see the changes, and the towers are gross.
Yeah, they are.
Like, what the hell?
I know.
I mean, you'll be out in the middle of nowhere, almost like grotesque.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just.
Some schools have fought to get them away from their school, and we need to get that going in Humboldt County. These parents have got to get these things away from our schools and our kids.
Yeah, the whole state of California, they put them up as soon as the lockdown happened.
Yes.
All the guys with the wrenches went out and started a creepy, obvious plan of deception, destruction, and who the hell do they think they are?
Yeah, because Linda sent an email, that's been done before, and it's hurt kids before in a big way, you know?
Of course.
So yeah. Are you at the speedway now? Are you getting off and getting there?
I just I have left the highway system.
Yes.
Or the freeway system.
Okay.
Of 81. I'm gonna pull a Yui. Get in this. Oops. Try not to get in a wreck.
Don't do that, please. We don't want to see that.
Then I go back to the truck stop. I gas up for whatever's happening tomorrow, and then I am ready for tomorrow. I haven't figured out my miles, but I know I'm over 4,400 miles.
Wow.
On my van.
Do that work that your nephew needs.
I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
I need you do that work that your nephew needs you to do, please.
I know. I had some truckers laughing this morning when I said, I'm going to go back west with hitting every Craigslist along the way to see if they need things delivered to Denver or something, and pick up some furniture in the van.
You need your bed. No, you can't. You can't. No.
I'll stuff them in the van. $20 a head. Get in there. Keep
no.
Back. That's it. Stuff in.
Hey, was that a Kmart? Was that a real Kmart? Kmart. I love Kmart.
I was not paying attention.
It said Big K over there, man. I miss our Kmart. We had a nice Kmart once upon a time in McKinleyville. Shoot, it was better than our Walmart. Oh, there's your Yui.
Well, there's a J.C. Penney.
Oh, wow.
There's a J.C. Penney.
Unbelievable. I remember that one too.
Like, what's that?
Wow. Crazy. We're just driving around with Seth. He's about to get to the speedway here.
Yep.
Very good.
And get gas. I probably shut you down. Then you don't want to be.
No, I gotta get off. I was supposed to be sharing about Humboldt County. I can't edit this on YouTube, but I can maybe edit it and restream. I don't know. But it's okay. We'll figure it out.
Well, hey, I'll take off. I didn't mean to keep you all.
No, we love to talk with you. We're really happy. A lot of people like to see us talk and see someone from the convoy. It's cool.
I will say the convoy thing is hard. It takes it's a lot of effort to not get in a wreck and to stay up with all the other people. And I'm glad I got the CB. That's like a lifesaver. And I try to stay away from cars that don't have CBs because they don't know coming up. They don't know that we're braking, and sometimes we come over hills and we're at a total stop. And, people lock them up, that sort of thing. But I always feel like, wow, after it's over and I come back, I always feel like, wow, I really did something, even though I just sat on my butt steering this thing.
Yeah, you did. Thank you for doing it too. I hate driving. I hate driving in traffic too.
I know. I mean, I actually like cruising out in the country and the views.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a while, whatever. But I was so burnt out on that stupid beltway. I tell people I'm going to write a book on the beltway. It's only going to be half a page, and the only word that's going to be on it is boring. I got so burned out on that freaking beltway. And even though we were in gridlock in downtown today, I mean, we drove right by the National Monument, the whole bit.
Yeah, you did. You did.
It felt so effective to be down there in gridlock. And
good.
We're here. We're not leaving.
You hear that? We coming for you. We coming for you, you criminal crooks.
And I still want to. I feel as a contingent,
sure got that right.
With our convoy shirt, Freedom Convoy, and the People's Convoy, and all that stuff on our clothing and our hats. and just walk around and talk to people, you know, and not be afraid of interacting with people. And it's more than just truck creating traffic. It's about interacting with people and explaining why we're here. Like, many people don't even know that there's emergency ordinance that overrides Congress and our laws that are established. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Anyway, see, I'm unplugging you here, and I'm going to turn you around.
Yeah, let's see that face. Oh, there you are. Hey.
Oh, I'm still here.
He really exists.
Gray,
He's a real
more
person.
gray every day.
Yeah.
And, I'm going into the place I took a shower tomorrow. I call it ACT. That's my dyslexia. It's ACT. And they're the ones with the, you know, primo bathrooms.
Whoa, wait. Keep up. Keep up with the name. Get it right.
Get it right. ACT. I mean, when I drove a truck years ago, it was Truck Stops of America. And
yeah.
Another one. They were like all over the place.
I like the Loves a lot. The Loves are the best.
I got to tell your listening audience, I know I'm old and repeat myself, but did you hear about the term? Did I tell you that story about good buddy?
No.
Okay, get this. Back in the day when I drove, which was over 40 years ago, a good buddy was a good helper that read the map. We didn't have any GPS. There was no cell phones. There was no MapQuest. None of this baloney.
Yeah.
A good buddy was someone that read the map, did all the stuff for the driver, whatever, like a good buddy.
Right.
Nowadays on the CB, that's considered homo if you call someone a good buddy. I couldn't believe it.
What?
I got corrected.
No. Yeah. Oh, and when you asked,
now I'm just supposed to say buddy.
When you asked Polish, yeah. And
I might need to get a book on these.
You need a revised edition because when I was a kid, I had a CB handle book. And, you know, you asked Polish Agnes what her handle was, and she thought you meant her selfie stick. And you were like, no, your handle, because I want to tell people and she was like,
yeah, she did.
It was so funny. True. And people in the chat were like,
listen, I'll give you I'll turn the camera around here.
So all right, let's see a truck stop. Let's see a cool truck stop. Okay.
There we are.
Ooh. There we are at a store.
Area.
Well, look at that. That's a real store.
This isn't like the truck stops out west that are huge.
No, this is dinky.
You know, got all the.
This is not impressive.
The lights and light bulb. Everybody has.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's that's the best cabinet right there. Yeah, that's it right there.
And, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have them.
No, you don't. You need to catch up with the future, brother.
So here we are in truck stop world. These are the nice truck stop gals.
Hello, beautifuls.
I'm doing a lot in California. I'm on the convoy. I just said these are the nice truck stop gals.
Hi, beautifuls.
So I was telling them this morning how I took a shower here. And
you can't see Seth?
I used to drive a truck.
Uh-oh.
The showers were pretty good.
Am I not sharing? Darn it.
Wow.
I wasn't sharing. Sorry.
I mean, and all this.
Thank you, Liberty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. She said she'd love my shirt.
Oh, man. How long was I
in her more now.
Right on.
So, here, I'll show you the shirt I got on. Thank you, dear.
Let's see it. Don't rock the boat. Sink the trucker. Uh-oh, my battery's running low too. I stopped sharing a little bit ago, but hopefully not for too long. Just a little bit I was not sharing.
Well, I had to pay and go now.
Okay.
So thank you for your time, Deanna, and everybody else. And,
oh yeah.
I'll get with you later if there's anything good.
Yeah, I'll get on later tonight.
Cool.
Okay, so
I guess all the people that are listening and everything, and
let's see the face. Give us a wave goodbye. Let's, there we go. You're in the lights, but good. All right, love you, brother. Have fun. We'll see you later.
There you go.
There we go.
How's that?
That's better. Not, yeah. Okay. Love you. Take care. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Good hippie. Good hippie. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, I stopped sharing for a second. Share screen and we could see. I wasn't paying it. Sometimes I need a text, because the chat, obviously, I ignore it. And I shouldn't. I need to take a couple minute break and do a little bit of eating. I'll show you guys. Oh, I got to find my battery. If this all of a sudden just shuts off, it's because my battery died. But I am going to be back on really soon, probably less than a half an hour. But I want to show you, I made some bread last night. Look at my bread I made. This is a coconut milk white bread, and I'm going to share the recipe with you guys when I come back. And this is just a banana bread. And both of these were made in bread makers. I have several bread makers that I always get them from the thrift store, and most people don't even use them. They're brand new when you get them. So these are a couple of the bread makers I've got down there. So, and I will actually talk about the things that I said I was going to talk about in this title. I have a video to share. I went to a accommodation yesterday and was discriminated out of it because the management there thinks that they're special and that they're going to keep everybody safer. I guess I'm not really sure what her logic is. His logic, whatever. We'll talk about that when I get back. And yeah, half an hour. So probably I'll get on at 2:00. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. Thank you for hanging out with Seth and I. He really loves the support. And I'm going to have a website up for him really quickly. Actually, it's not a website. It's a link on the website. When his nephew finishes it, he has some work to do, but I'll show you really quick. I've updated the, you're doing your hair? Oh, fun. Okay. I've updated the charity page here on the Stand Up Humboldt page, and I'm going to be talking with Brenda from Canada, our Patriot friend who is being evicted and needs a container. So I have a few things I really want to talk about, some Humboldt County school stuff, some Humboldt County business stuff, some Humboldt County public servant stuff. And then again, of course, some of these charity cases that I have on here under charities, community help. There's Miss Blue Moons and her Venmo. And there is Canadian Patriot Brenda and her Give, Send, Go. And then this is my friend Justin. This is his channel that I'm using right now, but he also has a link. He has a Venmo too. So, but he does have a really great where'd it go? He has a really great website or channel on BitChute, you guys. Oops, I have both of them linked to Venmo. I need to fix that. But some really good links there. And so yeah, I'll be back at 2:00. Thank you for putting up with my poor screen sharing and whatever else. But I had a lot of fun just hanging out with Seth and riding along with him in that convoy. It's funny when you're sitting shotgun like that with the camera, you feel like you're there almost, And it is very boring to drive around the Beltway, and it is very boring to sleep in the van and wake up to snow and cold, and it just doesn't sound fun. But he's not feeling like it's time to go yet, and a lot of those people aren't. So I'm just liking to catch up with him, be that support for him, and he really appreciates all of you guys. So I thank you for engaging when he's on and being that support for him. It means a lot. It's a tough thing to be doing right now. I'm sure it has a lot of fun moments, but Okay, I'll be back at 2:00 on this channel. Same bad channel, what's that saying? Same bad channel, same bad time, something like that. No, you know the time, 2:00 and maybe a minute or two with the Humboldt County time thing, but I'll be ready. I got to go find my cord. Thank you, Jesus, for everything and for not letting my phone cut out in front of me and making me seem like a really bad streamer. Not phone, laptop. My brain. I need a break, but I'll be back. I need food. Love y'all. Peace out.